What's good, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. This is Mark coming back at y'all again. And today, what I want to do is do something a little bit different, from what I usually do, like recite poetry and play the keyboard and stuff like that. Today, what I want to talk about is my pet peeves. And for those of you who don't know what a pet peeve is, I'm just gonna give you a brief definition real quick. Just for you to get an idea of what a pet peeve actually is. So, okay. So a pet peeve is basically something that annoys you, gets on your nerves, or gets under your skin, things of that nature. So that's basically what a pet peeve is. So with that being said, I'm just gonna jump on right into it and just tell you what my pet peeves are. Okay, my first pet peeve. I can't stand when people tell me things like you need to buy more clothes or you need to get a haircut or things of that nature. I remember one time I was in college, like I was still in college at that time. This was 5 years ago, and we were waiting outside our class for our teacher to come. And all of a sudden, one of my classmates had told me that I need to get a whole new wardrobe. I'm looking at her like, excuse me, like you know, like in my head, I was telling myself like, you really talking to me? Like, why don't you give me over $200? Or, in order for me to buy a whole new wardrobe, then we'll talk. Like, that's what I really wanted to tell her. I'm like, that was unnecessary for her to say that. And why would she say that in the first place? I don't know. But, that was uncalled for her to say that. Like, I really didn't appreciate her making that comment to me. But anyhow, moving on from there. Pet peeve number two. When okay. Okay, I could be on Periscope and either Periscope freezes or I lose connection on my end. And I'm just about to send somebody a message on the person that I'm on Periscope with. And I can't really hear what the person is saying, whenever I send them a message to that person on Periscope. That irritates me. Like I could be on Periscope with C Minted or Yarel, who's also known as Spilling All the Tea, or whoever that be on Periscope a lot. And I could be trying to send them a message, and all of a sudden Periscope freezes, or I lose connection on my end, and they can't even see my comment, or I can't hear what they have. You know, I can't hear them reading my comment. I'm like, that irritates me. But okay, moving on from that. Pet peeve number three: when people ask me stupid questions or questions that they already know the answer to, like rhetorical questions, then I can't stand when people ask me the same question over and over again. Like, I understand if you have amnesia or short-term memory, then that's understandable. But if you do it on purpose just to see what my reaction is gonna be or just to irritate me, then yeah, I got a problem with it. Like, don't be asking me stupid questions or questions that you already know the answer to, because I'm gonna really just let you have it. Especially when, like, people ask me questions all the times like, do you know how to crack an egg, or do you know how to pull up in a driveway, or do you know how to set the alarm and things of that nature? Like, that irritates me. Don't be asking me stupid questions, please, or to ask me the same question over and over again. That that really bothers me. But moving on from there. Pet peeve number four: when people want to tell you how to do your job, and they're basically in the same boat as you are. Like, you could be on a job, like it could be one of your coworkers that's doing this, and all of a sudden they're trying to tell you what to do, as if they were your boss or your manager. I'm like, if you're neither one of those two and you're basically in the same boat as I am, you need to stay in your lane to let me do my job and worry about doing yours, and stop trying to worry about what I need to do and worry about how I do my job and worry about how you do your job. Okay? So just stay in your lane and stay out of people's business. Don't tell other people how to do their jobs, especially when you're in the same boat as they are and you're not above them in any way, shape, or form. You know, just So basically, all I'm saying is just stay in your lane and mind your business. But moving on from that, I think this is pet peeve number 5. I can't stand when people try to change you. Like when people try to change your personality, tell you that you need to be more like this person or you need to be more like this person. Like, basically comparing you to other people. And I can't stand when people, people want to tell you how to wear your clothes or how you should have your hair, or just basically tell you things like you need to be more outgoing or you need to tone it down a little bit. I'm like, if you can't accept me for me, then you're not the right person for me to begin with, and you were never a friend of mine to begin with. So you need to just take me as I am. As long as I'm not offending anybody or disrespecting anybody in any way, shape, or form, then you shouldn't be having no problem with me. Other than that, you know, if you got a problem with the way I dress or with the way I look or with the way I talk and all this stuff, then you could just kiss the seat of my pants like SpongeBob. Y'all know I don't like to curse on here, so that's why I gotta keep it clean all the time. But if you don't like me for me, then you were never a friend of mine to begin with, and you were never really rocking with me to begin with. And last but not least, pet peeve number 6, and this is my biggest pet peeve of all. I can't stand rude people. I don't like rude people. Like, I don't like rudeness. Like, people are just blatantly rude. Like, they just say anything to you, even to your face. It's one thing for you to talk about somebody behind their back, but to actually do it in their face and just make a whole bunch of rude and disrespectful comments to that person. I'm like, that's just very disrespectful. I'm like, you really need to think about what you say before you say it. You know, like, I just don't like rude people, especially when they be rude on purpose. Now, I understand that sometimes, like us as human beings, like, we don't know that we're being rude sometimes. But if we know what we're doing and we're blatantly being disrespectful, that's what I got a problem with. And what I do have a problem with is that people don't want to change. Like, people just want to keep sticking to their same old ways. Like, but that's my biggest pet peeve is rude people. I don't like rudeness you know, of any kind whatsoever. So just please think about what you say before you say it, and be polite at all times. And that's basically all I got for y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe, and y'all can follow me on my Twitter at 504 Mark Anthony, and you can also catch me on Periscope and all that good stuff. And in the meantime, I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.